This video is a quick Electrician's 5 on cable selection and what cables to use for what applications. First off, for generally all your domestic house wiring, you can get away with using 1mm, 1mm TPS, it'll say on it, 1.0 twin and earth. Unfortunately I don't have a drum, so this is the best I can do. It's a solid core and it's got red, green and black. Now if you're doing two-way lights on a lighting circuit, so you want two separate switches to switch one light, run a bit of this 1mm 3-core between them. This is the same 1.0, it's solid core in the middle of them. Next is for all your plug sockets and those sort of circuits. You can get this drum of 2.5mm TPS and it's stranded, same red, black and green, and looks like that. Now if you're working on the switchboard at all, you want to be using 6mm cable. So it'll say on it 6mm 2-core and earth. So what you do is you strip back the cable and get the inside bits out and use these for wiring up on load sides from the main switch to your breakers and RCDs and that sort of thing. You want to be using this cable, not 2.5. Now if you're getting install a new induction hob or freestanding range, you want to use 6mm TPS to run to it. Now the earth in it is 2.5mm on the inside there, which is absolutely standard. Now for running your hot water cylinder cable, this cable is absolutely fine to use, and this is generally what most electricians use. It is 1.5mm stranded, and this here is rated to 90 degrees, which it won't even get to 90, so it's got V90. 3 by 1.5mm, and that's just the flex part that goes from your water cylinder to your isolator. Next, if you want to do any bonding, equipotential bonding or a main earth, that is a single 6mm, I don't know if you can see there, 6mm earth cable. That's what you want to run it in. If you're doing any, this is really for doing ripple, we use this 2.5mm between your switchboard and your meter box. There is a couple other things you can use this for, whether or not you want to turn appliances, fixed wired appliances like wall heaters, on and off at a switch down below. You can just run a bit of this, because it is blue, white and red cores. You want to run data points in your house, I would suggest using, it's probably a bit more expensive than Cat 5 or Cat 5e, is Cat 6 cable, data cable, and you can run all of your data points, phone sockets, all that sort of stuff off that. If you're doing just phone sockets, Cat 5 is fine, Cat 5e. Suppose you want to run some aerials. All your aerial cable should be in this coax, just a simple standard coax. Yeah, unfortunately I've had a hunt round for my security cable. Hang on, might have found it. Right, so for any security system installs, you want to use security cable, which we all generally use 4-core 0.2mm. So it's got the yellow, black, red and blue core in it, and this is for all your PIRs, keypad. You run it to everything, and all back to your central bloody alarm box, alarm panel. And for home audio, make sure you use speaker cable. Generally the guys who sell the stuff are quite helpful, letting you know what size you need. I think this particular one is, I know it was out of a job. This is a 2mm audio cable. Use this for running some surround sound and wall speakers. Potentially that's stuff you need. You might get away with something that's slightly smaller. I'd say this is generally quite expensive, but do not use this for your lighting, bloody lighting circuits. I've seen it too often. Cheers guys.